Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for waiting. Ever since we've developed our earliest memories, it's been evident how AI and technology has been progressing at a stunning speed. First of all, say the iPhone was invented, and then the internet and all kinds of social media have been progressing in a stunning string of success. Nowadays, we even have technology that would be out of our wildest dreams just 10 years ago. Trust that most, if not all of you here, aren't unfamiliar with the concept of AI, or artificial intelligence, a term that literally means anything computer-related that is able to complete tasks that we normally associate with human beings. AI can now generate conversations with humans, it can solve complicated math problems, and even it can create amazing works of art. However, before we all kick into that grandeur and great expectations, I believe that we need to consider the potential risks first. Say, in the fields of science, music, and education, already both great excitement and sincere concern have been raised on this problem. And in the most recent chaos this year, a group of people who have traditionally put the best of humanity's imagination down on paper and pen have began a discussion on the validity of using AI to influence literature. These are the people that we call writers, and their devotion is to what we call literature, proof of the depth of human thought and feeling. Now, should AI be considered as something that might hinder literary development, or should we see it as something that could potentially help us expand our ideas? Would it be better to regard this as something that could potentially break the literary ancestry of literature being born from human emotion and human emotion only for thousands of years? Or would it be something that could help us break literary boundaries and push writers' horizons even further? Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to officially welcome you to the wonderful, if controversial, world of debate on AI and literature. When you consider the term AI, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? Or say, in other words, what do you normally use AI for? Is it for entertainment? Is it out of pure curiosity? Or is it just to find help with your academics or your work? In conclusion, the similarities of all the above are that AI is a tool and only a tool at that, making us have our lives in a more convenient way. Same goes for AI and literature. Now, on the surface, it could be hard to see the connection between these two. After all, what could dusty old books and the most high-end advanced technology have in common? However, if we explore deeper into this topic, as I will be doing further, it's quite evident how by using AI with proper ethical and lawful restrictions, there's no reason why AI will not have the capability to work alongside writers and produce more compelling and engaging stories. First off the bat, why don't we think about how exactly AI could be used in literary development? AI brings on a chance to view a single event from multiple perspectives. For instance, say if we have a group of people here, they will speak in different languages. They will have different cultural backgrounds, and of course they will have different ages. All of these will result to them having a variety of interests, and therefore it makes it hard for a single author to target all of these groups in their books. But when we add in AI, it is possible to grasp this scope more easily and then target multiple groups at once, finding a ground of common interest, which makes it better and easier for authors to have their creations to become possible bestsellers. From the implementation of machine learning algorithms, AI could put together a symmetrical analysis of the most successful books of all time. Therefore, the backbone of more popular characters, more engaging plot developments, or better editing and proofreading could be produced. From the view of, say, natural language learning algorithms, AI can pick up on the teeny pieces of grammar and punctuation problems that is hard for us and time-wasting for us to do. And with AI focusing on this, human authors could more easily put this time and energy into other, more important aspects of their creations. Secondly, Many current works of AI already prove to be quite profound, and you could say an unexpected addition to the literary industry. I'd like to share with you a story on a book called Won the Road, published in 2018. Strange name, isn't it? At least that's what I thought when I first saw the title. The reason behind this unusual title is because it wasn't chosen by a living, breathing human being like you and me. It was decided entirely by an AI. Ross Goodwin, an AI creator and scientist and developer, fitted a car with a surveillance camera, a GPS unit, a microphone, and a clock. And then he connected all that to a portable writing machine that fed from the real-time input data. Together, this happy little pair drove across half of America, with the machine clicking out line by line from its printer all the while. By the time the journey was finished, the rear car seats were filled with long curling scrolls of paper, and therefore, Won the Road was born. It's quite amazing, isn't it? And according to magazine reviews, by using a car as a pen, this book gives us a funny sense of riding shotgun whizzing alongside American country roads. A Chinese publishing company, on the other hand, has started selling a collection of poetry created by none other than the Microsoft AI Little Ice, consisting of 139 out of 10,000 of its original poems. And surprisingly, little of the internet reviewers who saw the book were able to identify the real nature of the author. Now, if we take a step back away from literature to the bigger picture of the AI technological developments around the world, it's also easy to see how AI is not only improving in this field, but also in many other careers and aspects. Researchers in Finland have developed an AI algorithm called DeepBeat, which allows this AI to produce its own rap lyrics. An AI called Benjamin has already released its first debut screenwriting film called Sunspring. And according to the director who reproduced the play, it's a combination of the delusions of a madman and a poetic absurdity that, when put together, is strangely appealing. So therefore, from the means of literature, filmmaking, and music, it's all quite easy to see how AI is developing at a speed faster than ever. Therefore, if we come back to literature, instead of seeing it as a human writer against 1 million books created by AI, we could potentially view it as a human writer alongside 1 million books by AI. And therefore, why don't we just choose to embrace the future filled with all of these mysterious possibilities and admire the creations made by AI in parallelism with those made from pure human intellect and imagination? Next, some people, as I have heard, worry about how AI might replace writers and result in authors who spent nearly their whole lives on perfecting their work and their literature techniques, losing merit or credit. And some people are anxious on how AI might illegally fringe on authors' copyrighted work. And indeed, I acknowledge that both of these suggestions have a certain validity and reason to them. On September 21st, just this year, the CNN reported how in New York, a group of writers have joined the Authors Guild. Now, what were they doing? They were filing a lawsuit against OpenAI, the company that we all know is famous for leading the development of ChatGPT. They alleged how the company's technology had illegally exploited and published their copyrighted work. Yet, when we think about this scandal, who was actually behind the scenes? And who actually imposed the harm on the authors? The people, in both questions, and not the technology itself. When I discussed this topic in extension with a few of my friends, they mentioned how in popular sci-fi, AI often turned out to be cannibalistic, violent, or dominant to human beings. And in conclusion, they were just a sort of threat to the existence of humanity. However, I believe that we do need to rationalize that thought a little bit and bring it down to earth. In popular sci-fi culture, books, and movies, the AI is often given supernatural qualities that sort of exceed the capability that technology can actually reach today, and therefore it turns even kind of magical. It could be said that there is an exaggerated anxiety of what AI might develop to be, and that just isn't getting us anywhere. Neither does it push technological development, nor does it take us back to simpler times, and therefore this just isn't of any use. It's imperative to choose the direction that AI will take and to decide how it will be used. And if we can use it adequately and put it into many different fields and careers, it will be all the better for humankind. There is a saying, how books are proof that human beings can do magic. And trust me when I say that this will not change a bit when AI is factored in. In fact, adequate use of AI will only make this gigantic collection all the more stunning and diverse. Technology is only a means, and using AI in literature does not mean we need to change what we think literature is or what we want it to future develop to be. Literature will have no boundaries and does have no boundaries, and therefore there are endless possibilities to what they will turn to in the future. But have faith, no matter if or if out AI is combined, it will continue on to be extremely and mind-blowingly amazing. Thank you all for listening.